Hey guys, it's Game Face here and welcome back to episode 10 of my Juventus career mode. Now today, we are still in the January transfer window. I've got a couple of signings to make, hopefully, and one or two players to sell. Now in the previous episode, I asked the question, do I sell Pereira? And basically, everybody said yes in the comments. There were so many people that everyone basically just said sell him. I don't think there was anybody that said keep him, to be honest, and there was quite a few comments in the last episode. So I'm going to go ahead and accept the 32 million. Thank you everyone for letting me know in the comments what you thought about it. There was many people suggesting players and I should get to replace him. But the one that I preferred was Isco, I think. That is the player I'm going to try and go for. Hopefully try and sign him. Obviously it's going to make the team even more competitive because I've already got Textera that can play there. But Isco can play centre mid. He can also play left mid as well. So he can actually play in a lot of different positions, Isco. First of all though, we need to get this Pereira deal over the line. But before I get properly into this episode, if we could go hit 25 likes on this video, it'd be really appreciated. Also, don't forget to go subscribe as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. You can also go subscribe to my second channel now. I'm uploading 1 or 2 videos a week on that one. More Game Face. The link to that is in the description below. Let's go with the episode and try and make some more signings and also play some matches as well in this episode. Morata wants to play this up-and-coming game. I'm obviously going to start him, I think, for this match because he's requested to start it. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. And once I've changed on the team. And this is the team I've gone with. I believe it's the semi-finals. It might be the quarter-finals. I can't quite remember. Against Inter Milan. This is the side I've gone with. As you can see, the defence is pretty much the same as usual, except Ayara starts at right back. Marquisio alongside Pogba as centre mid. Berardi on the left, Textera down the middle, and Lucas on the right with Morata up front. That's the bench I've gone with. Pretty decent bench as well, to be honest, isn't it? So, happy with that one. And, yeah, it looks like a really strong team. Let's see if I can get myself 3 points here and go into the next round, which will be the semi-finals, because this one is the quarter-finals. Let's see how we get on. Berardi, a good chance for him to cross it in. Morata's in there. Hasn't quite found him, though. I mean, do you know what? We've played really well to start this game off. And a good save from Handanovic. Gets down to his left-hand side, but it is still 0-0. Oh, Morata's won it back off Felipe Melo. Morata cuts it back, and Marquisio's there to finish it off 1-0. It's a shame I had to go for a bit of a sweaty goal there, but it's the only option really available. I couldn't really shoot from that angle. Anyway, it's brilliant from Morata. Wrestles it off Felipe Melo, who's quite a strong player himself, and just has to play it across the goal. And it's 1-0, 27 minutes in. Here we go, through to Textera. It's a brilliant pass through to him. And he's trying to cut back inside, and I think Miranda's just about got the ball there. It's a tough one. I was going to appeal for a penalty, but I'm not really too sure whether it was, to be honest. Pogba, anyways, in there from the corner. Decent header on that one, to be honest. But it is still 1-0. And that is it for the first half as well. So, a decent first half for us. We have deserved the lead, but they have had 1 or 2 chances themselves. Currently got Morata on a booking, so I'm definitely thinking about bringing on Mandzukic. But I'm not really too sure exactly when at the moment. I don't know whether to bring him on now or wait for a bit. And in fact, I don't even have Mandzukic on the bench. I thought I did, but it's Coman that I actually replaced him with in the end. So maybe I'll bring on Coman. Not too sure. Berardi isn't being great at the moment, so I'm going to switch him onto the right-hand side in the hope that he plays a bit better. I'm actually just going to make that change now. I'm going to take off Morata, bring on Coman. And I'm also tempted to bring on Dybala at some point as well. But I think Coman will do for now. And yeah, we'll pretty much keep it just like that for the first few minutes of this second half. Pogba now looking for Lucas. He's going to come on to his right foot and have a shot. And it's straight at the keeper, sadly. Next change for us is going to be moving Textera onto the left and taking Lucas off and bringing on Dybala. Then I think actually what we're going to do is mix it up a little bit. We're going to take off Berardi, we're then going to put Coman onto the left, thinking about it, Dybala up front, Textera in behind, and then Cuadrado on the right. So, changed it up a bit again, but hopefully that's going to be more beneficial for the team. They've really had a lot of possession in the last few minutes of this game. Thank God we've managed to have an offside here for them, because we really couldn't get the ball back whatsoever. There's 4 minutes left of this game. I still think we've deserved to win this match so far. Even though they have had a lot of possession, it's been in pretty average areas where they can't score from. So I think as far as I'm concerned, we should be winning this game, and we are at the moment. So let's try and get a second here with Cuadrado onto his right foot and has a shot off the post. A bit unlucky that one. There's 1 minute added on. Oh, we've won it back actually in their half here. Pogba knocks it on to Textera, and again saved by the goalkeeper. And that surely is going to be it for this game now. And is it? Yes, it is. We've won the game 1-0. I don't know whether it's 2 legs or not this one. If it's not, then we're through to the next round. But if it is, then obviously we've got another game to play against Inter Milan. This kind of suggests that we might have already gone through, that it's just 1 leg. But you never know. If we have gone through, then it's the semi-finals, and we got the game against Sassuolo, or however you pronounce it, which should be a decent match, considering we could have had some more difficult sides. I think we have got the best of the draw, if that is the case. Transfer offer in here for Morata, and it's from Spurs, 31 million. Wow. Okay, that's a lot for Morata. I'm just going to reject it straight away, because even though he doesn't play well in game, I'm not going to lie, I don't like using him in match, to be honest. So maybe I should sell him at some point. I don't really know. I know he's such a huge player for Juventus, but I really just can't play with him in game. He's not mobile enough, even though he is actually quite fast according to his stats. Which doesn't make too much sense. Pereira's not happy with his playing time. That shouldn't be a problem in the next couple of days, because he's out, hopefully. And yeah, let's see whether we can get him sold before the end of the transfer window. And yep, that is him gone. 27 million we've had added onto the budget, and Barzagli will be departing the club. As expected, really, he has less than 6 months left on his contract, and he's decided to join Atletico Madrid. That's kind of what I was expecting. I didn't really want to sell him. But part of me did want to sell him, because obviously I wanted to get some money for him, but I don't know, it was a tricky one. That I'm going to at least have some wage budget freed, I think, from that. But yeah, it was a tough one. He was always available to get on a pre-contract agreement, so it was going to be tough to keep hold of him without offering him a new contract, which I didn't want to do. So now I've got some more money. I've got 35 million now and 88 grand a week. I said I wanted to try and get in Isco, and I do kind of want to get him in, but I don't know whether there's much point, to be honest, with the players I've got that can already play his position. There's no point bringing another centre attacking mid, because if you're looking at the bench and the team, where does Isco fit into that side? It's tough. You then start to leave out Berardi or Textera potentially. It's a tough one to decide on. So I think I've got other players I want to try and sign that is not Isco. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't think we need to get a replacement for Pereira just yet. So I'm not really too sure who I want to try and get in. It's a tough one for me because we do have such a good team and we've got a lot of money to spend. So yeah, it's a tough one. I don't really know what to do. Something I would like to try and do is getting a few pre-contract agreements. The first one being Feghouli, who I tried to sign, well, I did sign on a pre-contract agreement in my Arsenal career mode, but since that was no longer running, I've decided that I want to try and get him in again. I'm going to offer him, I think, 100 grand, 3-year deal, and we will go, do we go crucial or important? I think crucial's right, to be honest, because I think Cuadrado's probably off back to Chelsea. I'm pretty sure it's a loan that he's currently on. I'll quickly check, but I think he'll be on the way back to Chelsea at the end of the season. So let's have a look. We've got a loanee. I'm pretty sure Cuadrado, yeah, he is on loan. So he'll be going back at the end of the season, which means I've obviously got a chance to free up a space for Feghouli to join us. And let's see, are there any more players I want to try and sign? I'll be back in a second if I find any. Zlatan. Whew. Could Zlatan be a player that I want to try and get in? He kind of fits everything, let's be honest, he really does. He's tall, and he's a fantastic player. Okay, he's not that fast, but to get him on a pre-contract agreement would be really good. And something I am quite interested in doing, he'll probably replace Mandzukic, to be honest, at the end of the season. Could I get him in Zlatan Ibrahimovic? That would be such a good signing for me. Let's find out what he says. 200 grand a week is obviously a lot of money, but as long as he signs a 2-year deal, I don't really mind. In terms of other players that I'm looking at, I mean, there's Steve Mandanda, who looks really good. He's 30 though, and obviously I've got Buffon. He is aging, obviously, as we all know. He's 37, is he? 38, something like that. So yeah, I think, would it be right to get rid of Buffon? I don't really know, because he's on like a representation of the club. He's that good, Buffon. So I'm not really too sure on that one. In terms of other players, I don't think there are any other ones that particularly interest me. I think Thiago Motta, oh no, he's not actually available this year, but certainly N'Gulu is. He is available. Don't know if I want to try and get him in or not, because again, I think I signed him for Arsenal. I don't want to kind of go down the same route as that one. So we'll wait and see anyway, and see what they say to those bids that I've put in. And Feghouli has accepted. That's great news for us. He's decided that he does want to join us at the end of the season, and that'll be a brilliant signing. But Zlatan has said he is not interested, because he's no intention of ever playing for your club, given the history between us. I don't think the fans would ever accept me, so it's not a move I can ever envisage making. That is a good point. I didn't think about the teams that he played for previously. Obviously being AC Milan, and was the one other Italian club? Was it Inter he was at? So yeah, maybe that wasn't the best signing. Apologies about that. I forgot that he played for those two Italian sides. Okay, because I can't find any other players that I want to try and sign, I've decided to just move on to this next game I've got coming up, which I will be simming. It's an away match, and yeah, it shouldn't be a difficult one, so we'll just wait and see how he gets on. That's the team I've gone with. Mandzukic starts. I want to give him another chance in the team. So does Fred, and I believe that's Khedira as well in centre mid. Regani also comes into the side as well, just give him a bit of a run out. Hopefully we should try and win this game though. And is that Juan Mata going to PSG? It is, for 26 million. Wow. But I am going to sim this game through the calendar, just so... Oh no, I can't actually, because it's on transfer deadline day. Yay! That means it's going to be difficult to win this one being simmed. That's not good news for us at all to kick things off. Hopefully though, it can be a positive result. Chiellini makes it 1-0, then they equalise 1 minute later. Nice and realistic as usual. 25 minutes in, still 1-1. We are looking to try and make it 2-1 at some point. They've just had a sending off, which should help us in theory, but on this game probably not. 30 minutes left of this match now, still 1-1. Khedira also gets sent off because that always happens. And there you go, make it 2-1. Okay, and Pogba makes it 2-2. So yeah, it finishes 2-2 basically. What a load of rubbish. How unrealistic can you get? Oh my god, player suspended. It is Khedira out for a match. That's fine because he was going to be rested anyway for the next game. But we are currently now, where are we? We top? Yes, we're top by a point, just in front of Milan. So yeah, we're not doing too bad. Not great though. In terms of points, obviously the fact we're top is very good. But in terms of points, it's not great. I'm just going to have to wait, I think, wait out the rest of the transfer window because I don't want to sign any more players. There's no point just signing them for the hell of it. So I am just going to keep, I think, my squad exactly the same, depending on obviously what bids I get in. So Ceres, 8 million, not interested in that one. And I think we've got another one in for him as well. Yep, 11.5. That's a bit more actually, but I'm still not interested in selling him. I do quite like the fact he's just so fast, and he's a good backup centre-back to Ceres. A bid in for Morata, 37 million. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Right, what do I do here? This is a tough one. His value's 41. Do I sell Morata? Such a tough one. He's on really good form. He's got very happy morale. He's well loved by everyone at Juventus in real life, but I don't like playing him with him in game. I don't like having him in the side at all, really. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I know you guys probably want me to keep him, and I think that's the main reason why I'm going to reject the offer for now, but I'm not saying that I won't sell him at some point. PSG have just casually signed Robben for 39.5 million, and we've just got in a bid for Fred, 11 million. We are just going to go ahead and reject that one. I think Fred's a good rotational player to have in the side. I think he's one of those sort of players that you have in there to give your squad as much depth as possible. And he's also a pretty good player as well. He can play in a couple of different positions. That is it for the transfer deadline day now, though. We got it over and done with without having to sell anybody. But I do have a couple of emails to look at. So Ceres, you'll see in a second, is said basically he's not happy with his role at the club. That's understandable. He is competing with a lot of decent centre-backs at the club, so you can kind of understand that. And let's move on now to training some players. And yes, I read your comments as usual, and I'm pretty sure a few people were saying that I should train Dybala, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. We're going to go on a hard difficulty. We're not defending, obviously. We will go with chance creation, and I think that's everyone wants to try and train. Yeah, I think it is for this week. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully get a couple of the attributes going up. As you can see, Dybala flying up, 86 finishing now, and his attacking position going up to 87. The rest of the attributes, all the other players, I think stayed the same. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. I've only played one match. That's because it's the transfer window. That usually happens, to be honest. In fact, usually I don't play any matches in transfer windows. But that is it for this one. Sorry I've not done loads, but again, it's because of the transfer window. Next episode we'll be back to normal and going through plenty of games. That is it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this, then please get the thumbs up button, and also go ahead and subscribe as well. If we could go and try and hit 25 likes in this video, it'd be really appreciated. Also, don't forget to go leave your comments below, and I'll read and reply as usual. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.